So what it amounts to is just that. Let me take my earbuds out. Oh my gosh, what a terrible, terrible look. But something I thought we ought to talk about, and I'm vlogging again. It's been a while. It's been about a couple of months and the likes, and I'm trying to get my feet wet with this new camera that I've been had, but nonetheless that I want to adapt and transition into some of my filming and the likes. Perhaps a drastic upgrade, perhaps not a drastic upgrade. You know, at one point in time, the camera was very nice, like all standards considered for comparable products. But at this point, the camera, like, I think you can literally get it used for $200. So not too fantastic. It's a D3200. So have you ever wondered, and I might tag this in the tagline of the video, have you ever wondered the quality of a D3200 under some moderate lights and the likes, then this might be it. This might be it. So at the same token, as I get better in the likes and get some more features, it does have the option, I believe not built into it, but it has an adapter for Wi-Fi control. Wi-Fi control literally lets you stream from your camera to an iPad or a Samsung device, a cell phone, or a tablet or the likes, and literally see yourself on screen if you were to record yourself in the likes. So I think that's pretty nifty, and I always enjoy nifty things and the likes. I think that's very, very cool, of substance, of value. But again, back to what I was alluding to. The reason I want to get on camera on this new D3200, or maybe perhaps this old D3200, is just that because there's something I read that was very valuable. Let me think if I can recall what I was reading. Hold on, let me see this. Okay. So this is a reminder, and thank God for that fingerprint scanner, because it totally lets me log into my phone so quickly that I can see some articles I've been reading and the likes that I wanted to talk about and delve further into the conversation. And that just is Nike. Nike's made a bold move with all this controversy with the NFL. What's going on with the NFL? I mean, everybody's, like, most people are NFL lovers, but at the same token, there was a periodic boycott and the likes. You know, there's a lot of controversy. You know, and I released a tweet on this a few weeks back, I believe. That just is, you know, the least these brothers are owed for playing their hearts out and also, you know, generating billions of dollars for the industry, is some basic civil rights. You know, I think we can all agree, and I hope that's agreeable. At the same token, the NFL doesn't want to back down on the likes, and there's a lot of lawsuits and the likes. But this is about Kaepernick. Kaepernick totally was the most vocal in the beginning, you know, and really started the movement as far as this taking a knee when or placing a fist in the air once the national anthem is relayed or played. And I think that's you know, I don't think that's that terrible, because what these men have turned themselves into kings, and you know, purportedly, if they want to be, if they act the part and keep the honor, you know, and the likes, they're generating millions of dollars, and they're generating there's kings of the teams, you know, there's just lots of money being generated in the likes, lots of affluence being generated from these players, and I don't think taking a knee is all that like terrible. It's like when you're sworn into knighthood, like from what I've researched, or not really researched, but what I've heard in like fables and the likes, is just that you take a knee and you totally are sworn into knighthood, which is a nobility, you know, which is like a class that's you know, higher, you know, that's within contact of kings and queens and the likes, you know, so of value. But at the same time, I don't think taking a knee is that bad. But at the same time, I know the NFL doesn't want to back down. But again, I'm skewing away from the conversation. What it amounts to is just that Kaepernick has inked a deal with Nike, where he's it's just like sometimes you have to risk. It's not verbatim, but it says sometimes you have to risk a lot, everything. Sometimes you have to risk everything, and then it says underneath it has Nike swoosh, bam, makes you want to cop some Nike, and then it says just do it. And literally, what it's alluding to when I say it makes you want to cop some Nike, Nike sales have jumped, spiked 27% for the week that ad was released. So that goes to show, and it was a 2% drop last year, at the same time. So this advertisement has worked, and people are awfully fickle. They easily respond to, very elastic in the sense that they respond to small things like advertisements and the likes, So I thought that was interesting, and at the same token, we'll see how it spawns out. I don't know too much about the scenario, but I know that what's super ultra critical is that regardless of the situations that occur in life, one thing that is of value that will benefit you over the long term is ownership in the right companies that you can believe in, and companies that you really want to buy from is the same companies you ought to own stock in. And stock is really not that expensive. Maybe a date for 4 at Cracker Barrel. If you go for a date for 4 at Cracker Barrel and pick up the bill, then it's totally comparable to get a little bit of stock in the likes in some of these companies, like more than one share even. You know what I mean? So it's very, very valuable. Except the Omega. Amazon, that stock is, I think last I heard in an article I read was literally that it's peaked up to $2,000 at times and the likes, and it's only going up because it's got a staple. The only thing that can stop Amazon at this point with such good leadership and the likes is literally that, just government interference. Government stepping in and saying that if they started to raise prices on people, but they're only lowering prices. So I don't think the government's gonna do that. They like the enterprise and the like, so they're lowering prices for the people. So, shit, man. I mean, I know what it is, and it is what it is, right? I guess so. Agreed? I think so, right? Again, though, what you ought to be buying, though, what you wish you probably were buying, that you buy before this advertisement, when you heard it was gonna drop, and you knew it was gonna react to the people, the elastic people, and they were gonna totally buy Nike shoes, Nike shirts, Nike shorts, Nike sweatpants, Nike jumpsuits, whatever the fuck Nike sells, you should have bought some stock in the likes. And it's still not too late because companies that are staples, times do change and companies do fall off. Toys R Us, for example, right? Soon to be extinct, or if it's not already. But so true is just that, and that is ownership will never be a bad thing. Ownership, as I suggested in a text to my friend earlier today, I said, from what I've been reading, ownership is the motherfucking key. And I know it from experience, too, so I know that it's all very, very true and all very, very imperative. So at the same time, we'll talk soon. I'm going to have some more imperative points for you. I want to get back with the vlogging more frequently, at least once a week, along with my daily tip of the day on Instagram, Gabriel R. Griffin, and also my article of the week, at least one a week, and that's on intellectualbossmoves.com, and that's totally on Thursday, released on Friday afternoon. So tune in, man. It's only a special occasion. At the same token, I value you tuning in, and I hope this was of value. And one last sentiment I'll leave you with, just that before we depart, is just that the richest man in China is purportedly proposing to step down from Alibaba. Alibaba, what is that? That's one of the major conglomerates in not just China but the whole entire world, as far as e-commerce and the likes. So maybe perhaps what's been suggested to me, maybe a $420 billion company. And the co-founder Jack Ma is purported to step down here shortly, and that leads way to new leadership and the likes. So very cool. So hopefully the company keeps running things and the likes, and only good things to come. So I appreciate you checking in. Hope this I'm gonna try to do some edits on this video myself. I'm trying to experiment and get my skill game up. have some fun and the likes, and hopefully the quality was A1, right? A motherfucking 1, baby. Gunshots. Yeah, you feel me. So, the same time, we'll talk soon. Peace.